and you could offer that as a service. And you've got this fleet of robots. It's almost like Uber.
James and Dave here with Making Money with AI. The robots are taking over. We're not here to scare you, but the world is changing really quickly with AI, and we're going to break it down.
We're going to watch this brand new video that shows you how ChatGPT 4 has been installed into a robot. Pretty amazing what's happening.
Hey, Figure One, what do you see right now?
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great, can I have something to eat?
Sure thing.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
Great. So, based on the scene right now, where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
The dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great. Can you put them there?
Of course.
All right, so how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty well. The apple found its new owner, the trash is gone, and the tableware is right where it belongs.
I agree. Thanks, Figure One.
You're welcome. If there's anything else you need help with, just let me know.
Right. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is cool.
They're combining AI, ChatGPT type of large language model with robotics. And now we're suddenly in the future. I mean, we're here.
Yeah, I mean, this exists right now. For some people, they say, wow, what it'll be in the future, but this exists right now. So imagine what it'll be in a couple of years from now. I mean, I can envision a world where, like, for example, senior citizens' homes, you start to have these things there, and you can debate on whether or not people need more interaction with people. But there's a lot of seniors that love the fact that they have an Alexa device in their room that they can get information that they need, or to have video game consoles because they can do things. Because if you're stuck in a room, the more that you can have interaction somehow. Well, if you're like screaming for the nurse and the nurse is not coming for you, but this thing could do whatever you need. If you want to talk to it all day long, again, that's debatable on whether or not it should be that way, but it's really cool that AI more and more, even though that video in one way is like dystopian, in another way it's like, well, you can really, really more and more have AI helping you. And we're already seeing that, and that's what this channel is all about. But now it's not just this kind of out there in the ether. We're seeing it like physically now with robots, which is pretty crazy. So you could
Pretty
have your
amazing.
robot, hey, make my dinner for me. Robot,
Exactly.
do the cleaning for me. I have a Roomba. Okay, a Roomba is not that type of AI, but it's like I talk to my, it sound crazy, right? But I talk to my vacuum and I say, can you vacuum for me? I talk to my Alexa and I say, Alexa, turn on my living room lights. That's
Right.
already happening right now. So this is just a natural extension of that. But it's pretty insane when you see a video like that.
Well, I'm just thinking back to this week. For a while, I've been needing to go into the UPS store and pay for my PO box. And I dread it because there's always a long line. Imagine if you could just say, hey, robot, please go to this UPS store, and it gets in a self-driving car, which is also happening, right? It's in your self-driving car, or it drives it. I don't know if it'll do that. And goes to UPS store, takes care of your bill, and picks up your mail and everything. I mean, think about all the things around the home that you dread doing or just don't have the time to do. Do your gardening, mow the lawn, all these things. Suddenly we have robots doing these things for us. So it'll increase our productivity to a high level, not just if you own a business, but even if you're employed somewhere. And that alone is amazing. So think about ways we can make money with this. For example, there will come a time when every home will have its own robot, right? I mean, we know that's going to happen at some point, but between now and then, people may not be able to afford some of these robots. So imagine if you could have a robot rental service or a robot maid service or a robot, take care of your senior citizen, that's kind of bedbound or homebound or whatever. And you could offer that as a service. And you've got this fleet of robots. It's almost like Uber, right? Or Airbnb. So that's one idea at least. But let's talk about some other ways that people could make money with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just being on top, being aware of what's going on with that, being aware of what's happening out there, because most 99.99% of the world doesn't even know like a robot thing like this exists. So just like you said, could you have a service where you rent out a robot? Are you staying on top of it that maybe these robots are thousands of dollars, but if you're aware of it, then all of a sudden these robots become $800. Okay, well, could I be an affiliate for that? Could I sell that? Just being
Right.
aware of the space, and this goes for all kinds of different avenues of AI, and that's one of the reasons why people are on this channel. But just being aware of what's going on, that you can stay ahead of the trends, because if you go with the premise that you know that AI is going to insert itself basically everywhere, well, then open your mind to it. It's like I saw something yesterday where they said, "How many red cars did you see here on the way to this interview?" And someone said, "I don't know." Well, what if I told you get paid $50 every time you see a red car? Do you think you'd be able to know how many you there were? They said, "Absolutely." They said, "Well, it's the same thing with opportunity. You have to be open to it, and that's how you're going to make money from AI, is being open to it and constantly looking at it. Well, how could I make money from this? And this is one aspect of that, but if you keep that mind open to this, absolutely you can make money with AI.
Yeah, and when brainstorming ideas for something like this, think about approximately how much a robot like this may cost. Maybe it's 5, 10, $15,000, right? So all we do is we look at other objects that are in that similar price range, maybe like a lower priced used car, or a lower priced new car or a used car, um, maybe HVAC systems, things like that. So think of those industries and what they do and what they sell and how they make money, and you could kind of apply it to this. That's why, like I was talking about Airbnb, Uber, those things are typically high value things that are rented out, right? The Airbnb is a house that's being rented out by the day. An Uber is a car that's being rented out by the trip, and so on. So I think applying those same models, these expensive things require financing. What if you have uh, you're affiliated with a finance company, you're an affiliate, and you offer financing on robots and you show people the best way to get that financing. So there's a lot of different ways, but be thinking about it that way. Like, this is a similar kind of industry, and it's a similar type of service and what you can do with these robots. Now, also there's negativity. There's going to be negativity, I know, on this video, James, right? People are going to go, why are you guys so positive about this? Like, what if these robots take over? Haven't you guys ever seen the movies, where the robots take over, Terminator, all this kind of thing? So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean it's a double-edged sword, and people said the same thing when cars came into play, and I'm sure the people that delivered mail by horseback that were displaced aren't happy about that, or weren't at the time. And it's like anything, but it's a tidal wave. It's coming, and there's not a question of what. It's the same thing with cryptocurrency. You may have your thoughts or views on it, but it's coming. It's not going away, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. The same thing with artificial intelligence. It's not going away. It's only get stronger. So if you just understand that that's how it is, and it's going to happen whether we like it or not, well, then why don't you become educated on that, so that you can maneuver the way you want to be in this world, which you cannot stop. This world with AI is going to be everywhere. So how do you make the best of it? And in my opinion, how do you flourish from it? How do you make money from it? Because it's clear that this is where everything's going to be. So why not use it to your advantage, rather than saying, "Oh, I hate that this is happening." Embrace it, and live the best life you can, and make a bunch of money from it.
Exactly. Find ways to profit from these opportunities, because these are all opportunities that are coming at us. they're going to come at us whether we like it or not. So why not figure out a way to make some money on that in the process, as long as you're doing it legally, ethically, correctly, you know, of course, like that. So if you like this video, like this type of content, we're always on the cutting edge. We're looking for the newest stuff, the best ways to make money. Be sure to check out our free AI newsletter. It's in the link in the description below. And also we'll have a link there to our AI Army, which is our membership site that contains tons of courses and ways to make money with AI. So if you like that, check those out. We'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.